Okay, welcome back to another segment of our Classroom Management by Design series for K-3 teachers. And hopefully you're just taking away so many little nuggets this summer that you're like putting in your food bank or your brain bank for the start of the upcoming school year. If you're new here, I am Lauren Sabine and I'm the founder of LessonPlanToolbox.com, where we support teachers day in and day out in all things classroom management, classroom culture, parent support, all of the things. That is what we do, and loving every bit of it. So every week we come here, we give you some tips and tricks to help you streamline your role as the educational professional in the classroom. And this week is no different. This week we are going to be tackling the conversation of using food as a reward in your classroom, particularly candy, right? So let's just kind of jump into this. Using food or candy as a reward in the classroom is something I will promise you almost every K-3 teacher has tried at least once. But is it the best choice for managing classroom behavior long term? So let's break this down and let's also explore alternatives that are going to actually work in your classroom. Here's the real reason teachers reach for candy. Picture this. It is 2:15 in the afternoon. Your class is bouncing off the walls and you are desperate for focus. The quickest option, grab that bag of candy and offer a quiet treat for quiet behavior. It feels like a win until the sugar wears off and then your students are asking for more and then the behavior dips again. And then it just turns into the hamster wheel of behavior. Does that sound familiar? This moment is why many teachers start questioning the role of candy or food rewards in their classroom management system. Rewards in the classroom, as research shows, especially with food, especially sugary treats, can have so many unintended consequences that we really don't think about. It builds this transactional mindset. If I do this, what do I get in return? It also reinforces motivation over internal regulation. It creates sugar highs followed by those crashes. It also probably is going to exclude students who have allergies or dietary restrictions. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends avoiding food rewards for these reasons and instead promoting healthier, more inclusive classroom motivators. Okay? So while candy might help in the short term, over time, it can lead to increased dependency, where the students are going to wait for that treat before they start cooperating with you. It's also going to create an inequity in your classroom because not all students are going to be eligible or allowed to have the food-based treats. It's going to undermine routines. Your students are going to learn to behave only when there's a tangible payoff. And this is not the classroom culture you're working so hard to build. So what can you use instead of candy? We're going to give you 5 teacher-approved rewards that are non-food alternatives. They're simple, they're effective, and they're going to promote the classroom culture that you are looking for. So first up, try to incorporate surprise days, right? And this is real simple. You let students vote for an unexpected treat. Maybe it's a freeze dance. Maybe they get drumming time or talking time. Maybe you have a mystery read aloud. A person come in and do a mystery read aloud with them. You can do an inside out day where you switch roles. You become a student, one of them becomes a teacher. Okay, that's super fun. They love that one. You could also have mini classroom. The students love these. So they might get to sit in the teacher's chair. They might get to choose the next brain break. They might get to lead the line or be the morning greeter. Okay, you can also do recognition moments where you use a shout out wall and you might have a celebration chair. You might just have sticky notes of praise. Your students are going to love building the connection even more than candy. They crave that connection. That's why we always say connection over correction. The next thing you could do is you could feature a student's real moment of growth using those student behavior scenario of the day cards. This will reinforce the why behind their positive behavior. Another one that I love is having the calm leader of the day. This one I love because they want to be the calm leader, and it's so simple. You simply spotlight a student who stayed regulated or showed kindness, and then you let them run part of the day. Okay? And you might be thinking, well, what if they don't need candy? When I finally stopped using candy, I was nervous at first. Would my students stop trying? Would my classroom become chaos? What actually happened? Their behavior improved. Students stopped asking, do I get a treat? And they started asking, can I be the next helper? Can I be the helper next time? So your job right now is to trust that your students are capable of rising to your expectations without sugar. Okay? I have created for you a Classroom Calm Rewards cheat sheet where it's 10 easy candy-free rewards that are going to build that connection and that consistency in your classroom. So it's linked in the blog post. If you are watching this, I will link it in the show notes too, so you can grab that freebie, but it is there for you. It is there for you. We are so excited. We are gearing up for the upcoming school year, just like so many of you are. And we are building just an amazing teacher networking community where literally we're supporting teachers. We are creating portals after portals after portals, everything from the first 10 days of schools being mapped out for you to parent portals where if you have parents who are not sure what to do at home, we have videos set up and resources set up where you can, here you go, these are some ideas. Everything is research backed. Just as you are learning to be a better teacher, I am doing the digging and the meat of the work behind new strategies, new methods that are working across the country and across the globe and bringing them to your classrooms. That's why our system is so unique. It is not a one-size-fits-all system. Your classroom is unique, and as much as you want to mirror maybe your partner teachers or your team teachers, you are going to have your own way to do things. You are going to have your own connection with your students, just as your team will with their students. And that's what makes our teacher community so special, is because we work with teachers one-on-one to meet them with their specific needs. After 20 plus years in education, countless hours of PD, countless numbers of books that I've read, it's taking all of these strategies and helping teachers piece the puzzles together to better serve their students. And we do this one teacher at a time, one classroom at a time, one student at a time, because let's face it, what might work for the bulk of your class, you might have that handful of students where it's just not working. So we work with those teachers to, okay, if this is what you're seeing, then let's work on these strategies with these students. That's where we're at with everything, and we are loving it. We are gearing up for this upcoming school year. Head to lessonplantoolbox.com if you are interested in joining our membership. There will be a code. Actually, I'm going to tell you what the code is. Code would be summer25, and you will get I think it's $150 discount. Yes, because we just want to get this in the hands of so many teachers right now at this highly affordable, highly exciting, highly valuable rate. The whole year membership for, gosh, I think it'll end up being like $47 or something like that once you type in the code. So don't wait on this. Jump in now. If you do nothing else, look at the first 10-day portal and map out those first 10 days of school. you have questions, you message us, we get you into the system, or you'll be in the system because you're going to be in our membership, but then we will get you the answers that you need. So that is who we are. That is who we serve. We love serving you day in and day out. Until next week, teach, relax, repeat.